because most people are not even aware.
I'm now a house owner.
We also appreciate Federal Mortgage Bank.
It's another edition of Everyone Deserves a Home, a program sponsored by the Federal Mortgage Bank to bring you updates of its strides to reduce the housing deficit in Nigeria and give ordinary Nigerians an opportunity to be homeowners. I am Zulaihat Belagobir, your host. Our program for the week will highlight the many advantages states get by being part of the NHF scheme, with the hope that other states who haven't keyed into the scheme will do so. Other segments of the program will showcase an FMBN project in Nasarawa and bring you the glowing recommendation of a beneficiary in Abuja. All of these, however, after our news segment. Please stay tuned.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house upfront? With the average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
From the News Diary, FMBN inaugurates its Core Banking Implementation Committee, amongst other stories. Please stay tuned.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has inaugurated a 32-member committee on implementation of core banking solution application of the bank. Speaking during the meeting of the management team on the inauguration of the committee, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Architect Ahmed Lengiwa, stated that the core banking application would help the bank to improve access to mortgage credit, standardizing financial reporting, integrates data, improve human resource management, making the bank more accountable, among other things.
As you well know, that the core banking solution is a major item on the bank's digital business transformation initiative. As you quite well know, that it represents also the determination of both the board and the executive management to ensure the modernization of our operations and business processes to meet global banking standards. As you quite well know, that the effective implementation of the core banking solution will help the bank create an integrated technology-driven platform that activates, improves operation and service delivery to our customers and also our stakeholders.
Lengiwa further stated that each group in the bank would be represented in the committee under the chairmanship of Melville Ibu, who is also the Executive Director, Finance and Corporate Services of the bank. Lengiwa added that mandate of the committee is to ensure proper and timely implementation of the core banking solution and urged the committee to work tirelessly to ensure implementation of the mandates of the committee. Also speaking during the inauguration, the chairman of the committee and executive director corporate services, Melville Ibu, assured the board that the committee would deliver on its mandate and suggested weekly meeting of the committee to hit the ground running in order to take the bank to greater levels through technology.
Let me say on behalf of the committee that I am giving assurance that this assignment we take over from now will be pursued with vigor and determined speed.
The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria recently met with the Family Home Funds and the Nasarawa State government to conclude talks on a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) between the three parties on social housing financing and mortgage creation for Nigerians. Speaking during a courtesy call by Family Home Funds and the Nasarawa State government at Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria in Abuja, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Family Home Fund, Femi Adewole, stated that the Family Home Funds would build 2,500 housing units for Nigerians, while the Nasarawa State government is to provide land for the project, statutory approval, and enabling environment that would promote the housing scheme. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria would then be required to create mortgages on the houses when they are constructed, as well as creating awareness on the mortgage housing system.
The program is to be guided or to be overseen by a project board comprising of 2 representatives from each of the 3 parties.
Also speaking, the representative of the Nasarawa State government and Special Advisor to Nasarawa State Governor on Investment and Economic Planning, Ibrahim Adamu, stated that the Nasarawa State government has gone through the MOU drafted by the parties and agreed with the terms of the partnership, while urging the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to key into the partnership to address the housing needs of Nigerians in the FCT and Nasarawa State.
We're very excited about this partnership in Nasarawa State. One, we were excited because it allows us as government to reap the double dividends of one, going into an investment project, and also using that same investment project to achieve our affordable, sustainable housing goal.
Reacting to the MOU drafted, the Managing Director, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Architect Ahmed Engiwa, stated that with little amendment to some observations on structure and other aspects of the MOU, the bank will partner with Family Home Funds and the Nasarawa State government to ensure social affordable housing for Nigerians.
I think this collaboration is timely and it has come at the time when it is very much needed. The agreement, collaborative agreement, we have gone through it and we have made some few observations to which we would like to share with you today in order just to review them, and then we come forward at your convenience to execute the agreement.
The program is Everyone Deserves a Home. Contributing to the NHF scheme is the key to benefiting from the services and products of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. However, state civil servants are subject to the laws of their state. Is the state part of the scheme? That's the decision the state government makes with the responsibility to remit deductions as and when due. In our next segment, we will highlight the benefits that workers get from contributing to the scheme and the efforts the FMBN is making to make sure every state is on board. Keep watching.
From the east to the west, the north to the south of Nigeria, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is making it easier for Nigerians who are contributors to the National Housing Fund scheme to become homeowners. So much so that the testimonies of NHF beneficiaries as to how the scheme has made home ownership seamless for them is now quite common. But this was not always the case. In the late 90s, some states and labor unions withdrew from contributing to the NHF fund on the grounds that they were not getting much from the scheme. But that was then. As it stands today, there is quite a lot that NHF contributors stand to benefit by being part of the scheme.
The scheme is very beneficial because the underlying product, that's the asset, that's houses. The appreciate. Almost 100%, they appreciate. And there is no issue of loss once you subscribe to the scheme, because in the first place, you don't have to worry about how to get money to save money to be building instrumentally. You have access to this fund once you key into the scheme. And the repayment is easy, it's seamless, because you don't even feel it, because it's spread over a maximum tenure of 30 years depending on your age. And a house that you build with loan today, by the time you are counting 5 years, what you are going to be getting, if you are even renting it out, will be more than what you have paid over the years as repayment on the loan.
For the individual who contributes to the scheme and perhaps leaves active service without getting a mortgage loan to acquire a house, the scheme becomes more like a savings scheme, and such contributor can get his refund. The current administration has made the refund process quite seamless for retirees.
When you now ask for your refund, it doesn't take more than 1 month to get it. I will give you an example of what happened to tell you how far we have gone. A friend of mine retired recently from the judiciary. So he now called me thinking that it is the usual Nigerian way, that he wants his refund. I said, look, just go to the state office and file your papers. He said, okay, he has done it. I said, you don't need me to intervene. Once you have done that, don't worry, you will get your refund. About a month later, he called me. He was surprised that he has been refunded.
The benefits that the NHF fund provides are not limited to the individual contributor alone. Participating states, by extension, also have economic advantages to reap from the scheme.
It will also generate employment for the state, because once you are doing housing construction, there will be a lot of artisans, professional engineers, builders, all of them. And it is a win-win for all of us.
The benefits of the scheme are now better appreciated, and the dividends visible to all, with the results of states that were hitherto reluctant queuing up to join the scheme.
When we came on board, about 8 to 9 states were out of the scheme. But as today, I can proudly tell you, it's only 2 states that are out of the scheme. And that's as a result of collaboration, sensitization, and working day and night to educate people on the importance of being on the scheme. So as of today, we have all states of the Federation plus FCT on the scheme. Only Oyo and Kano are out of the scheme.
For the 2 states left, the FMBN is leaving no stone unturned, especially in creating awareness through public enlightenment.
In Kano, for instance, we are doing so much. We have a radio campaign in 4 FM stations in Kano. We have radio jingles that is telling them, even in the language they will understand, what the bank is doing, the importance of joining the NHF scheme. In Oyo State, we also had radio jingles. We presented checks to people that got home renovation loans. So we're also talking to, the governor through, some interest parties. You talked both officially and informally.
For Oyo State in particular, the branch manager says there is quite a lot the FMBN is doing on its part to create awareness. The FMBN also has tangible projects that contributors can benefit from. He therefore urges the state government to release workers in the state into the NHF scheme.
We want all of them to come back to the scheme so that the impacts can be felt more. Because it's when most of them, when they came into the system, all the projects we have that the bank is financing in the state, they can take advantage of it. Currently, we are trying to ask the state government to give us some parcel of land so that we can build, like it is being done in other states. TUC, NECA, NSC, FMBN collaboration, affordable housing scheme. That's where we are. But they said they will do that as soon as the state government workers return en masse to the scheme.
Katsina State, northwest Nigeria, is one state that has keyed into the NHF scheme, and as such, a number of mortgages have been provided for public servants to either buy or build their own homes in whatever estate of their choice. In our next segment, we will see the story of Mubassir Estate, built by a developer but occupied by NHF beneficiaries. Let's take that story.
This is Mubassir Estate, located at Kabogawa area of Katsina State. Mubassir Services Limited built this estate while the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria created mortgages for Nigerians who are contributors to the National Housing Fund.
Our collaboration with the Federal Mortgage Bank, we developers, we sought the money, we build the houses, we look for the off-takers. When we collected when we get the off-takers, we give them the form to fill. When they fill, when you are entitled to a loan, we submitted the forms to the bank, and they paid us the money as a developers. So we established a good cordial relation, and for now, all our blocks are occupied.
This estate consists of 22 blocks of flats. Each block consists of 2 flats of 2-bedroom, bringing the total to 44 housing units.
The most important thing in construction management is to involve all the necessary professionals. Initially, when we allocated this site, with the under the supervision of the Federal Ministry of Works here, they have cited 2 engineers, 1 architect and 1 engineer, as supervisors. We work with them. We do follow all that required in the specification.
Aside supervision and quality of the structures, the developer also ensured that necessary infrastructure such as good road network, 500 kVA transformer, as well as good finishing works are put in place to make life and living a comfortable one for Nigerians who are residents of this estate. One thing that would stand as a morale booster for Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is the appreciation and commendation coming from the depth of the hearts of many Nigerians who are beneficiaries of this estate.
Yes, frankly speaking, we the beneficiaries, especially those of us from Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, we are bona fide allottees of this estate since 2014. And we really appreciate the effort made by the Federal Mortgage Bank in order to give us the opportunity as also a beneficiary and also a contributor to that scheme. We really appreciate the effort made by them, and we really thank the present administration of the Federal Mortgage Bank for what they are doing.
A leading real estate development and marketing company, Valington Homes and Properties Limited, has unveiled its business model for 2021, stating that it will use top-quality building materials and ensure timely delivery of projects, transparency, and accountability to customers. The managing director, Mr. Valentine Abiji, who spoke during the unveiling of the model in Abuja recently, said it is top priority for the organization to ensure customer satisfaction, noting that the presence of customers at the event was a reciprocation of the organization's gesture. Mortgage operators under the aegis of the Mortgage Banking Association of Nigeria (MBAN) have appealed for regulatory-induced fiscal and monetary measures that would stimulate the subsector towards sustainable development. The operators made the call in a communique issued at the end of a retreat for its Chief Executive Officer's retreat held in Lagos recently. They also implored the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) to fast-track the implementation of the Mortgage Interest Drawback Program (MIDP) together with other policy measures that would moderate the cost of funds to single digit on a consistent and sustainable basis.
You are still watching the program Everyone Deserves a Home. People are becoming homeowners through the NHF scheme. In our next segment, we will take a personal testimony of Mr. Onus Igwe, who has benefited from the NHF scheme and has made his dream of home ownership come true.
You may be threatened every year. I thought mortgage is an alien thing.
When this house came, I even added weight.
I was really happy about that.
They made it easy for everybody.
Very flexible.
I'm one of the beneficiaries.
Federal Mortgage Bank has done well.
Houses for all.
Onus Igwe is the staff of National Film and Video Census Board. He is the proud home owner of this two-bedroom apartment at Aviation Village in Kuje area of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The journey of becoming a homeowner through the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria was a smooth and amazing experience for Mr. Igwe.
The journey of the Federal Mortgage Housing started sometime 2011-2012, and finally I was my loan was approved through my primary mortgage bank, which is SunTrust, and sometime in 2014 the key of the house was handed over to me.
The quality of the house and necessary infrastructure is second to none, and this makes life comfortable for Mr. Igwe in this estate.
Infrastructure is okay. The house is, I think, from the other estate I'm seeing around, and the construction of this estate, the physical texture of the building is solid. I must commend the SunTrust housing development. That is the company that built the house, the owner of the estate, because there is a SunTrust housing estate, there's a SunTrust mortgage bank. I must commend them. It's an excellent structure, you know, compared to what you get in some other estates.
Home ownership in the Federal Capital Territory is an uphill task. But for Mr. Igwe, who got help from the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, a feeling of satisfaction radiates his face.
I feel excited, I feel great. I feel honored that after maybe working for some years in my career, I was able to acquire maybe a two-bedroom flat through a mortgage bank. Maybe that it's not stressful, you know. The repayment is not stressful, you know, that you have a monthly repayment. It has been an awesome development, which I'm always encouraging my colleagues to also key in.
With a heart of gratitude, Mr. Igwe remains grateful to the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for making his dream of home ownership a reality.
I'm full of appreciation. I don't know how to thank Federal Mortgage Bank enough. All I will ask is to ask Federal Mortgage Bank to keep this incentive on and on and on, so that more people, more civil servants, will also benefit from it.
Everyone deserves a home, truly. And the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria is a veritable platform that is making homeowners out of ordinary Nigerians. All you need is to be an NHF contributor and you can actualize your dreams. For more information, please visit www.fmbn.gov.ng or any of the FMBN offices closest to you. Stay safe and have a pleasant night rest.